Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of really interesting bodybuilding updates. So, at 17 weeks out of Mr. Olympia, we got a new physique update from Nick Walker, who is hovering around 277 and 278 freaking pounds. Basically, he's 280 right now. We can round it up, and his caption is also very interesting. So he says, "No breaks when there is a title to be worked for." And if you guys watched my previous video about Nick, I also showed you some photos of him, and in them he looked like he was definitely not taking it easy. He was not looking any softer than he did for the shows he did, Pittsburgh and New York. So I figured this guy was not gonna be taking it easy between now and the Mr. Olympia. He wants to make as much progress as possible, and that's exactly what he says in the caption here: no breaks when there is a title to be worked for. And the guy is prepping for the Mr. Olympia, and he wants to win the whole thing. So yeah, I absolutely get it. He wants it so bad, and now is not the time to take it easy. And if you look at the other guys like Samson or Derek Lunsford, I mean, these guys look like they took some time off. Especially Samson, he did only the Arnold Classic and then he took some time off. And Derek, yeah, he competed at Pittsburgh, but he looks like he took some time off. Nick, no. Nick is pushing it as hard as possible right now. And like I said, he's 280. On stage, he wasn't 280, he wasn't close to 280, he was like 260 something. However, if you look at his physique right here, does it look like his conditioning is much worse than, for example, prior to the New York or prior to the Pittsburgh 1 week out, let's say? I don't think it does. To be honest, I think it looks pretty much the same. I mean, it probably isn't the same, but he usually looks much better on stage compared to, before the show in his basement or gym photos. He usually looks much better on stage, so if he did a peak week from this point right here, I think he would look probably the same. He would probably be in the same condition he was on that stage. I mean, how much weight would he lose? Do I see him losing like 15 pounds? To get down to his mid 260s or low 260s? I would say no. I mean, I know it's unrealistic to put on like 15 pounds of muscle in a couple of weeks, but I'm pretty sure he already made some progress. I mean, usually right after the show, your body is kind of like a sponge, it takes everything, all the nutrients, and it stores them in different places. And this is also the time when you can get a lot of fat on. Like, probably the best time when you can put on a whole lot of fat if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not careful. But it's also the best time to put on new tissue, and it seems like Nick is really utilizing his post-show rebound. I'm not saying he would step on the stage at 280 or like 275, something like that, but I think he would be probably a little bit bigger and better than he was at both Pittsburgh and New York. I mean, check this out. Check out his back double bicep. His conditioning from behind is really good. Really good. There is no fat on those glutes or hamstrings or lower back. Like, he's really dry, really lean, really hard, and almost 280, which is absolutely insane, guys. And again, we have 17 more weeks until the Mr. Olympia, and he doesn't look like he needs to start dieting down anytime soon. I mean, if he continues progressing at this pace and maintains this or similar body fat percent to this, he can probably grow for another 10-ish weeks. I mean, is size what Nick needs? Absolutely not. He is definitely the biggest bodybuilder today, pound for pound, but can more size hurt him? I mean, if it's in the right places? No, I mean, the bigger he is, the better, the more impressive he's gonna look, and he's not gonna win the Mr. Olympia based on his shape, definitely not, but maybe he can just overwhelm everybody with an insane amount of muscle, which he already did to a point, but he can probably get even bigger, even more freaky. And in that case, can they ignore him if he's peeled out of his mind and just bigger, even bigger than he was? I mean, he can pull a Dorian Yates, basically. Dorian wasn't the most gifted guy genetically, shape-wise, symmetry-wise, stuff like that back in the 90s, but he was winning all the Mr. Olympia titles because he was just so overwhelming. He was the biggest guy by far, bigger than everybody else, and probably more conditioned than everybody else. And that's Nick's game as well. But there are things that Nick can also do, of course, like controlling the midsection better, maybe somehow by some magic learning how to pull a freaking vacuum. I mean, if he did those things, if his control of the midsection was better in the poses and he does something like maybe not a vacuum, but if he manages to pull his stomach in and make his waist look even smaller, I mean, it could just be enough to win the Mr. Olympia. And based on this look right here, I think it's very, very possible. And you guys know that I'm cheering for Nick. I want to see him win. But honestly, I'm starting to really believe it. Especially after seeing these photos. And let's wait to see what he's going to look like during this prep. But I think the odds are kind of in his favor. I think there are pretty big chances of him actually doing it this year. What do you guys think? Tell me down below. Alright, the next update that we got is from Rubial Mosquera, aka Neckzilla, and we all know that he's prepping for Dubai Pro. I mean, with him, it's always a question mark. He might be prepping for it and then pulling out 5 days out, 1 day out, you never know. But as of right now, it's official, he's doing the show. We're all waiting to see what he's gonna bring, and we don't really have a physique update, a proper physique update with him posing and everything. We got one from like a week ago, but right now all we got is this training video. And I'm gonna try to figure out whether his conditioning is improving, but based on what I'm seeing right here, it looks good. It looks good. It looks like he's looking pretty decent conditioning-wise. Size is most certainly there. He's definitely full, huge, massive. I mean, he is the biggest bodybuilder of the day, that's for sure. We got this little snippet as well. He posted this on his story. I mean, it's really not showing much, but you can get the idea. Like, he has the fullness, the size, and would I prefer to see him like peeled out of his mind, super dry? Absolutely, but I feel like he has that body type that no matter how hard he goes on a diet, no matter how much cardio he does, he can never get flat and that dry look. He's always going to be blasting full and super round and super massive, and that's his thing. And that's what he is. I mean, if he manages to get a little bit leaner and drier and more detailed than last year with the same size, then that can be very dangerous. That can be very dangerous. That can definitely push all these guys that are doing Dubai Pro. Can that grant him a win? I don't think so. I mean, I had high hopes of Neckzilla at some point, but then I saw that he just doesn't have the structure. In some poses, he just doesn't flow as well as the other guys. Can that be fixed with posing? Maybe a little bit, but overall, I don't know. I mean, he still plays 4th at Dubai Pro and 3rd at Prague Pro, so that kind of tells you he can definitely beat some pretty good guys. He beat Nathan Diasha before at that Prague Pro as well, so anything is possible. But, I mean, if I had to put my money on somebody, it would not be Neckzilla. It would be definitely Behrus Tabani, for example, as far as Dubai Pro, or even Tonio Burton. But, yeah, I mean, this guy, it's not really so much about what placement he's going to get. It's more so about whether he's going to actually get on that stage and what package he's going to bring. Is he going to be improved? That's the most exciting thing about Neckzilla, because he is the freak of the freaks today. He is the biggest, the most impressive-looking bodybuilder size-wise. I mean, yeah, Nick Walker is there, but I think Neckzilla is bigger. Nick is more complete and a better bodybuilder, but Neckzilla is just a next level when it comes to size. So I'm really excited to see this guy on stage soon, in 2 weeks. You guys tell me, what do you think based on this little video? What kind of shape, what kind of conditioning, what kind of package is he going to bring? Alright, and finally, we got something really interesting from Keone Pearson, actually posted by his coach, Patrick Tour. And honestly, guys, what you're gonna see right here in this video is really freaking crazy. So, Patrick posted this video of Keone posing, and he says, few days into contest prep and body is already changing. Crazy. And let's take a look at the video first. You know what? I think I can definitely see changes. He looks like he's been a couple of weeks deep into his prep. It doesn't look like it's been a couple of days. I mean, based on his previous physique update, this definitely does look leaner. He definitely does look more detailed, and overall his conditioning is phenomenal for an off-season. And then if you talk about the shape, the proportions, the lines, this is definitely one of the best physiques in the world. If you talk about genetic shape and stuff like that, and then also the completeness of the physique and everything, like this is freaking phenomenal. This is crazy. And you guys know what I've been saying for a long time now. He needs to go to the freaking Open. 212, yeah, it's great for him. He's winning, he's dominating, and he's staying the 212 Mr. Olympia champion. That's all great, but 212 is not really a challenge for him. At this point, not even close. And I don't think there is a 212 bodybuilder in the history that could defeat Keone Pearson when he's on. Not even Flex Lewis, not Sean Clary at his best, not even Derek Lunsford, I don't think. And I mean, yeah, I know his plan is to stay in 212. He doesn't have any plans to switch to the Open, not this year at least. But it's a shame. It's a shame because this is looking just crazy. If he actually entered the Open, I would definitely see him in that top 6. He thinks he will be like top 3. I don't know about that, but when he's in top 6, anything is possible. Maybe even top 3 is possible. I don't know, but what we can see right here is absolutely freaky. Like, show me a body part that he's lacking right now. I don't think I can find one. Hamstrings, adductors from behind, crazy. Glutes, there, back, super wide. His issue used to be his chest. It was a little bit flatter and smaller, but is it still today? I mean, if you try to nitpick it, if you try to find that one weaker body part, you might notice that chest could be the one. But no. I mean, maybe it's smaller than like his legs or his back, but is it a bad chest? It's not. It's not. He improved it significantly. He improved all of his weaker body parts. His arms are huge now. The shoulders are wide and round, and hamstrings. He really improved his hamstrings, and overall, he's a really, really thick, really complete bodybuilder. He's going to win the Mr. Olympia easily. I can't wait to actually see this package because I think he improved a lot this offseason. I think he improved significantly. And I don't know what his weight is going to be, but maybe this year he's going to come close to his weight cap because so far he hasn't been even close. I think his weight this year was maybe like a little bit over 200 pounds. So he had like 10-ish pounds to add. Did he add those 10 pounds? I mean, it's unrealistic to put on 10 pounds of muscle in a year, but I think he's going to be closer to the cap, maybe like 208, something like that. So that means he probably is going to have at least another year of staying in 212, maybe even more. Like maybe 2 or 3 years with cutting the weight, making the weight in the last moment. So he can stay in 212 and dominate for who knows how long, but I think he needs to try himself out in the Open because that's what it is. That's what bodybuilding is, Open class. And he has the tools to be really good over there. I mean, Derek switched to the Open and he won the title the next year. It took him 1 year and actually next year he won. So maybe Keone can do the same thing. I think he's probably more genetically blessed. Maybe doesn't have as big of a frame as Derek and he's not struggling to make the weight like Derek used to, but give him a couple of years. This guy could be your next Open Olympia. In the comment section down below, guys, give me your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. For more content like this, guys, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. All the best and bye-bye.